this the Utuk Order.
Utuk? Now that's an interesting name.
Just an extreme measure to stop the bleeding. The Utuk Order is not something to trifle with. Any area that issues the Utuk would be considered under destructive military assault. All UWST military facilities will then begin to deploy military resources to the source of the Utuk signal.
That sounds awesome! Why didn't we send it out in the beginning?
Because the strategic measure was not meant for dealing with land breakers. Activating it requires more than just a special signal emitter. You'll also need 2 authorization key cards, each held by one of the highest-ranking commanders. We've never considered using this ever since we blew up the giant Angelos at the Origin load spring. Now that we are considering using the Utuk Order, the only high-ranking commander left is me. I've sent several crewmates to recover the signal emitter and the other key card, but none of them returned. We also lost contact with them. They might have recovered the items, but maybe they're trapped outside or could no longer make it back. I hope you can help us find our people, no matter what happened to them. Hurrah! I knew you would agree to my request. One more thing. The power plant steam pipes have been damaged. The leaking steam might have blocked many passages. The transport belt for the material feed has also been blocked by steam. These monitoring screens show the potential locations of my crew.
That fuel tank might help us avoid the steam.
I may have to stay to check on the prototype. It will need to perform a crucial function later on. Do you have any questions? They took us by surprise. A huge band of land breakers rushed into the power plant under the cover of a dark haze. The blighted bastards overran the control area of this power plant fast, but I don't think that was their real target. When they were here, they killed anyone they saw without hesitation. That seemed like their only order. We fought back as hard as we could and used the terrain to our advantage. Even then, we only managed to save a handful of people. But many more went... I just hope Daniels is still alive. Do you have any questions? You're talking about the prototype. Yvonne gave it quite a few major upgrades. And it seems she also added an emotional emulator module. I personally don't find that necessary. Simulated emotions do not represent true feelings. They are just different patterns of signal lights. But Yvonne seems to enjoy the work. It's her project now, so she's free to do whatever she likes. I'm just glad she completed the project. It proves that I made the right choice back then. I might need more time to study the current version of the prototype. Do you have any questions? Simple. Send out the Utuk Order and call for backup. Failing that, I'll just take as many of these blighted scum with me. We have plenty of measures to detonate the entirety of the power plateau. The energy reservoir explosion also has enough yield to affect the power facilities within the ether test site. We have been dealt a severe blow, but the UWST will not let the enemy leave this place without paying the price. If we let them do as they please, their next victims would be our children and loved ones. The young should not suffer this fate because they have a future. I've spent half of my life at this place. This power plant is a fitting tomb for an old man like me. And it's a good thing you're here. Once you retrieve the things, the United workers will be ready to retaliate.
You know, I've seen other Hongshan swordmancers. Everyone seems to perform the same move differently.
Well, Ordnance focuses on the will, not the doing. Being one with the blade is far more important than drilling a move over and over.